Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a video that I love watching on other people's channels, so I thought I would do one of my own. Plus I found it a lot easier than I thought I would to gather this group of products, and that is items that I've bought that I either regret buying or have been disappointed with. I've got quite a few in the basket in front of me and I don't even want to think about how much money I've wasted on these products. Starting with one of my most recent purchases, and that is the Batiste Defrizz Dry Shampoo. I only purchased this a few weeks ago and already regret it. It doesn't do what it says on the tin. If anything, I think it makes my hair more fly away. It's okay as an actual dry shampoo for making my hair look less greasy. It just does not defrizz at all. And like I say, I think it makes it look more frizzy if anything. And I forgot how much of a white cast Batiste dry shampoo gives you, so definitely regret buying this. Next we have the Biore Deep Cleansing Pore Strips. This isn't one I regret buying because I did want to try it, but it's definitely one I was disappointed in. I've used all but I think one of these now, and every single one just has not cleared my pores out. You always see the videos online with all the gunk out of people's noses on them, and I just was not getting that at all. I just don't feel like it was pulling anything out my pores, even though I could see that they needed it. So we're really disappointed with these and wouldn't repurchase. Next we have the Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder. As you can see, it's still in the box because I just haven't used this hardly at all because I just found like it was too much effort. Also, the applicator that is contained inside is really rubbish, and I do have to use one of my own brushes because it is like a sponge applicator. I did learn that there is a spoolie in here, which I didn't know, but I just feel like I have to work too hard to get colour payoff, and to be honest it's my own fault because I did buy this around the same time that I bought the Goof Proof pencil, and because I love that so much I just don't love this. So in other circumstances I might have liked it more, but because I bought it at the same time as another product I do regret buying it because I don't need it, but I'm just keeping it in case I run out of my Goof Proof and I've not got a backup, I've got something then at least to fill my brows in. Next we have the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. So many people love this product and I don't really understand why. It doesn't smell nice at all, in my opinion. I can't describe what it smells like, but I was disappointed by it because I don't really feel like it made my makeup last any longer. I didn't like the pump on it and I can't get past the scent. Also, another thing that really annoys me about it, why has it got two lids? I don't understand the point of that. This one has just been thrown in the bottom of the drawer because I don't see the point in it. I just keep this one on it. But because this product is so well loved and so hyped up, I was so disappointed by it. I don't know what I thought it would smell like, but I really don't like the smell of it, and since buying this I have gone out and bought fragrance free setting sprays. Generally I don't remember to use them and I don't feel a need to, but I just was so disappointed with this because it was so hyped up, and I do regret buying this. I'm glad I didn't pay full price because I did actually get this in duty free on one of my holidays. Another holy grail that I was disappointed by was the Tarte Shape Tape. This is one that does seem to have quite a few people saying that they don't like it, whereas I don't think I've heard anyone talk badly about the All Nighter, but I just did not get this to work for me at all. I don't know if it's maybe the shade that I got. It is quite light, but even if I was to use it to brighten the under eyes, I find that it creases quite easily. It does take more work to blend in, and I just don't find like it works for me. I mean, not every piece of makeup works for every person, but again, another one, it was so hyped up. I was so excited when I bought it because I got it in one of the very rare occasions where they do have it on sale. So in that way that's a blessing that I didn't pay full price for it, but I hardly ever reach for it and I do regret buying it. Then we have a foundation, and this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I had been looking to purchase this for a long time, but because it was only available in America I couldn't until it was stocked in Beauty Bay, and I was so excited, and it's the first thing that I added to my basket as soon as I could. I think the shade that I've got is right, but I just don't like the foundation. This is another thing, I don't think I'm overly sensitive to smells, but if something smells too strong then I do have issues with it. This smells like paint thinner, which I feel like is something that you should not be putting on your face, but I just don't feel like it was very adhesive to my skin. I had to work quite hard to blend it. It didn't really have much coverage in my opinion. It didn't cover what I wanted it to cover, and it did take a good few coats, but even then it looked like it was sitting on top of my skin rather than more natural, which is the kind of foundation that I like. I like coverage, but I like it to look natural. So was really disappointed by this, and I keep going back to it because I'm determined to like it, because it is quite a lot of people's favourites, but the smell is the first thing. As soon as I open it I go, oh no, it's fine, I'll wear something else. So we have a mascara. This is the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara, and this was not overly hyped up, but I did see quite a few people saying that they really enjoyed using it, and I just found it was okay. It's not the best mascara I've tried. It did transfer onto my cheek quite a bit, or onto here quite a bit. It did smudge quite a bit, and it also flaked. So I don't feel like it gave me enough of an effect that I could look past all of that. So I was really disappointed with that. That was released at the same time as the Total Temptation eyebrow pencil. I purchased this recently after I fell in love with the Benefit Goof Proof, because I wanted to find a cheaper alternative, and this has a kind of diamondy teardrop shape pencil like the Goof Proof does. I got this in the shade medium brown because in all the eyebrow pencils I've bought I do tend to genuinely be medium brown, and I did actually buy this in a store, which I don't get a chance to do very often, and I did swatch it on my hand and I found this was a better match than the blonde or whatever the shade below is, but it is well too dark for my brows. I feel like it doesn't go well on skin, so where my eyebrows are more sparse here at the beginning, it just sticks to the skin and it kind of goes a bit patchy and doesn't fill them in effectively. On the tail bit it's fine because it's on hair, but I just find like it didn't work on skin because it just goes really patchy, and it has like more clumps of it that gather on the skin, so don't recommend that at all. Next we have a Benefit Double the Lip They're Real lipstick. This was part of a set that I purchased, and this is the only one I have left because I passed the other 3 shades on to my friend because she really likes this formula and she really likes the lipstick. I just didn't rate it. The only reason I kept this one was because it was a really pretty shade. Just didn't get it, the concept of it. I'm not a lip liner person anyway, so when I did see these I thought it was kind of a perfect hybrid for me, but I just couldn't get it to work, and I don't understand. You put your lipstick on that way, but then you have to kind of turn it the other way to do the bottom lip, and it's not the longest lasting, so I was really disappointed with this, but I've kept it because I like the shade, but I can't actually remember the last time I reached for it, so I may need to pass this on to my friend as well. Next we have another lip product, and this is the MAC Lip Tensity lipstick in the shade Clouds in My Coffee. This was one that I think I got as part of the Sunday Times bestseller Latest in Beauty box, if I remember rightly, and it is a really pretty shade. I just don't like the formula of it. It's really drying. I don't think it's supposed to be a matte lip. I mean, it doesn't dry down like a matte lip, it's just, it tugs on the skin when you're applying it, and after a little while it does fade, but not in the best way, so it doesn't look great, and it just isn't comfortable to wear, so I am disappointed that I picked this. Next we have a few makeup brushes. The first one is this fan brush that I picked up from Avon. I bought this originally to apply my highlighter, but I just found, I don't know if it was just me not being able to use it properly, I just couldn't get the right angle, it didn't seem to have the right thickness, and I was kind of left with a stripe rather than it blending. It just, I don't think it's thick or dense enough to do what I wanted it to do. So I don't regret buying it because I did want to try a fan brush. I'm just disappointed with this one. Next we have a collection of brushes. Excuse how dirty they are, I didn't get a chance to clean them before filming this. And this was the Tarte Holiday collection, I think from last year, and it included 2 big face brushes, a smaller face brush, and 2 eyeshadow brushes. The only one of the brushes that I like from this is the middle one, which I've left up there and I won't be going to get, but it's the one I use for my highlight, and the only reason I started using it was because I was disappointed with that fan brush. I wanted a smaller brush and that was the only one I had, but I do really like that brush for highlight. I just don't like these ones. This is a crease brush, but to me it's too fluffy and it disperses the eyeshadow everywhere. It might be the eyeshadow I'm using, I'm not too sure. And this brush is too chunky and too dense for my liking. If you can actually see, because I do still use these brushes occasionally, but it's actually got two colours on it because that's how I tend to use it. I just use a corner of it rather than the whole thing, but I don't really like them ones, and these face brushes are just too dense for me. This one I think is supposed to be a powder brush, but I just feel like they're too densely packed. I don't know what they're supposed to be or what you're supposed to use them for, but they're just too densely packed and it seems to concentrate whatever I'm putting on my face and not blend it nicely enough. So I was really disappointed with these, but I did get them on sale and I don't think I paid a lot for them. I used the brush holder that they came in, and I used that medium brush for highlighting, so it's not a complete loss. I'm just really disappointed with those ones out the set. Next we have an eyeshadow palette. This is the W7 Delicious palette, and if you watched my eyeshadow declutter, which I will link, you will see that I did actually declutter this one. At the point I decluttered it, I hadn't had it for long and I didn't give it enough of a fair shot, I think, at that time, but I was trying to be brutal, so I decluttered it. But then I actually never got round to decluttering it because I kept looking at it thinking I do really want to try it. And if anything, this is a regret not decluttering because I just haven't reached for it that much, and the times that I have, I just don't like it, so I don't know why I didn't listen to myself in the first place, go with my instincts and actually declutter it. But I think because I was happy with how many I'd decluttered, I thought, oh, I can just pull one back, it's fine. The one thing I did take from it is the brush, because I do like the brush that was contained in here, so I just, no, it's not worth the money. It puts me off trying any other W7 eyeshadow palette. Next we have a Smashbox lipstick, and this is a Be Legendary matte lipstick in the shade Mauve Matte, I think it is. This is a really pretty colour, and I bought this because I loved the mini Be Legendary lipsticks, which is one of these that I got in a set last Christmas, and I don't think I realised at the time that the colour I picked was matte, because all the ones in this collection are just normal lipsticks, they're not matte lipsticks, but this is super matte and so drying. It's not comfortable to wear at all. The colour shade isn't the best on me because it actually looks a bit lighter when it goes on the lips, but I just don't rate the formula of this at all, which is such a shame because I love the normal Be Legendary lipsticks. I just didn't like the matte, and I did spend quite a lot on this for a bullet lipstick for me, what I'd normally spend, so I was really disappointed with this and I do regret buying it. Next we have this Dolled Up mascara, and this is by the brand 17, which was, I think it's a now discontinued brand from Boots. The mascara doesn't give too bad of an effect, I just find the wand painful. I've never ever had this before where a wand has been painful, but I feel like I'm pulling my eyelashes out when I use it because it just feels like it bristles on it are so spiky and sharp. I just feel like it hurts whenever I use it, and I'm scared I'm going to pull half my eyelashes out. So it wasn't expensive, but I was disappointed in because I thought it would be quite good. And I quite like the effect it gives. It's just painful to use, so I don't think I'm going to continue to use this one. Next we have an eyeliner by The Balm, and this is the Schwing highlighter. Sorry, it's been a long day. Eyeliner even. This was something that I bought on a whim because I had a 10% off code for The Balm and I wanted to try this with the discount. I thought I might as well, and it wasn't what I expected. I didn't realise that it was a dip eyeliner. I thought it was a pencil one, so I was disappointed by that aspect of it because I'm not a massive fan of the dip eyeliners. But for me, the formula is just too wet. I'd never appreciated before the difference in eyeliner formulas, but this is just too wet. I don't feel like I have any control over it at all. I'm constantly making mistakes, and also because this bit of the applicator is so long, I can't get close enough to the mirror, which I feel like I need to. But yeah, I'll continue to use it because I don't want to waste my money, and it's not unusable. I've just got to be so careful with it because it's so easy to make mistakes, which when I've done an eyeshadow look that I really like, it's so frustrating to completely mess it up with the eyeliner. But yeah, really disappointed with that one. Next we have the product that started my want to film this video off, and that is the Too Faced chocolate bar. This was possibly my first ever makeup regret, because this is one of the first makeup products that I purchased back when I got into makeup. I have a few issues with it. One, the packaging is really clunky. The catch isn't the best, it easily opens. The eyeshadows all muddy together. There was no brush with it, which at the time I remember disappointed me because this was my second purchase after the Naked palette, which obviously comes with a brush, so that was an early disappointment. But I just can't seem to work with it. I've tried and tried again to work with it. I don't think I'll ever part with it because it was so expensive and it is the second thing I ever bought, but I just don't find myself reaching for it. And say this was the first thing when I thought that I wanted to film a regrets video, this was the first thing that I thought of, and this is major regrets because I did spend I think 40 or something pounds on it. But yeah, give me my Naked palette every day. I just see, it won't even stay open. The shades just muddy together. There's no differentiation in them on my lid in any way. I've tried so many different things and I just can't seem to get a good look out of it. So yeah, this is one of my biggest regrets. So we have the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Eye. This is another product that is quite widely received as being a good product, but I just couldn't get into it. First of all, it took about 3 years to get any product to come out of it, twisting and twisting and twisting. Then when the product did come out, too much came out, so I had a lot of excess that I had to wipe off. And then I just found, because of when I use my under eye concealer, I do really concentrate it in this bit here. I don't do all under my eye, and that's mainly because when I'm putting my concealer on, I don't tend to wear foundation, especially on a daily basis. So if I put this all under my eye, it'd be a bit more obvious, whereas the Touche Eclat concealer that I put on, I just concentrate to literally cover the purple or the dark under eye circles. So I just found I didn't get the precision that I needed with this. I didn't find that it actually covered my dark circles great, and it also didn't blend very well. So I was really disappointed with this because I was hoping to find a drugstore alternative to the one that I use. So yeah, I was disappointed with that. I don't regret buying this one, I was just disappointed. Now we just have a few lip products left. The first one is the Urban Decay Vice lipstick, and this is in the shade Stark Naked. I had been dying to try these for so long, and this is the Comfort Matte formula. Generally I do prefer a matte formula lipstick, mainly liquid lipstick, but in a bullet form as well I do prefer matte. I just found this was too matte and I had to drag it onto my lips and it wasn't comfortable, which it says it's a Comfort Matte. I just didn't find that it was, and I don't think the shade's right for me either. I did intend to purchase the Naked shade, but I think it was sold out, and at the time I wasn't feeling the pinks that they had available, and this was the only one that kind of jumped out at me. I didn't pay full price for it, probably hence why a few of them were sold out. So it's not a complete loss, but I just don't find myself reaching for it because I don't enjoy wearing it. But it is a shame because it is a nice colour. I do regret spending that money on it. Then we have a couple of Colourpop lip products, and these are their Ultra Matte lips. Again, as I've just said, I am a big fan of a matte liquid lipstick, but I just find like these are too matte. The shades are really pretty. I have Sunday and Top 8. I just find that my lips feel like they've had all the oxygen sucked out of them after an hour or so. They also get a bit sort of crusty on the inner lip, not a very attractive look. So I was disappointed with these, and I wish instead of picking these up I would have picked up a couple more of the lippy sticks because I do really like that formula. So these are a big regret because I can't easily get Colourpop, and these are from the one and only order I've made, but after getting stung by customs and delivery charges, etc., I probably won't purchase from Colourpop again until they are available in the UK, which I hope is soon because they've got so many products that I want to try. The final products are another recent purchase, and these are the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipsticks. I bought one of their 6-piece sets which was on sale. I think it was £20 instead of £40 I want to say, and I say it came with 6 different lipsticks in a range of shades. And what I actually did is I went halves on the 6-pack of products with my friend, and we got 3 each. So I think we only paid like £11 or something each, which for 3 Stila liquid lips I was happy to pay, but I am a bit disappointed in them. These are 2 of the shades that I chose out of the 6. The other one is a really nice pink shade, which is the one that I really like. The formula's not the best, but I will wear the pink one. This shade tends to make me look a bit dead, and it actually reminds me of the Jeffree Star Posh Spice shade, because even though it looks like it is brown in the tube, it is more of a grey brown. I say they go on, they are quite a wet formula, but they do dry down a bit, and I don't find myself reaching for them. Even the pink one, which I do really like the shade of, I don't overly find myself reaching for them. So I do kind of regret buying these, because at the time I purchased them I was determined that I wasn't buying any more liquid lips until I'd used up some of the ones I owned. But because I went halves with my friend, I justified it that I wasn't paying full price, and I do kind of regret it. I'm not too sure on her thoughts. I think she quite likes them, so she doesn't regret it. So it's not a total bust in that respect. I also picked this purple out of them, which I'm not too sure I'm going to wear. I did think I would wear it in autumn time, winter time maybe, but a few times I've put it on, I've took it off because it's too dark, it's completely out of my comfort zone. So if that's the only thing I take from it, that I maybe wear a lip colour out of my comfort zone, then it's not a complete waste. But yeah, I do kind of regret buying these ones. So there are all the products that I regret and was disappointed with. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.